Can you tell I'm ready for fall? I am so ready for fall. Oh hey, it's Sabrina. Alright, so today I'm going to be sharing with you another book haul. These are books that I've been collecting over the last few months. I've just been kind of slowly buying, and then for my anniversary last week I picked up a couple more books, so I figured now is a great time to share with you all of the things that are all of the books that I've picked up. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first book I picked up is The Seventh Son by Joseph Delaney. This is actually a movie. I have not seen it, I don't think, but this is the Last Apprentice series. This is book 1 and 2 in here. All I know is that it is a fantasy slash magic type movie. I think that's the guy who played Prince Caspian, I don't know. But I saw this and I have heard nothing but good things about it, so it's definitely now on my TBR. This is Dallas. He usually hates being picked up. He's so cute. The next book I picked up is actually by an author that I haven't read yet, but she's on my list. So I picked up Tana French's The Secret Place. She's also the author of In the Woods, which is another book that I want to read by her. This is another thriller slash mystery. It's basically about this detective who has been investigating a murder, but it's come to a halt because they don't have any new leads. But he finds a new lead written in some bathroom, in a girl's bathroom. So, and then I guess it kind of goes from there. But if this author is anything like Gillian Flynn, then I know I'm going to really enjoy this. And I really do love mystery, so I'm excited for this. This next book is another historical fiction book. I feel like my historical fiction list is super long, but this is The Queen's Vow by C.W. Gortner, and this is a novel of Isabella of Castile. Yeah, that's basically it. This is just a historical fiction novel based off of her. All it says is, no one believed I was destined for greatness. Let's see. Alison Weir and Philippa Gregory fans will devour this smashing fictional biography. So, it says, young Isabella is barely a teenager when she and her brother are taken from their mother's home to live under the watchful eye of their half-brother, King Enrique. So this is set in Spain. But anyway, I'm really excited about this. If you've read this, let me know if it's any good. Okay. This next book is a book that was a book club pick for my library a couple months ago, and it is The Ice Twins by S.K. Tremaine. This is a very interesting premise, and I don't feel like I can explain it well enough, so I'm going to really quickly read you what it's about. A year after one of their identical twin daughters, Lydia, dies in an accident, Angus and Sarah moved to the tiny Scottish island Angus inherited from his grandmother, hoping to put together the pieces of their shattered lives. But when their surviving daughter, Kirsty, claims they have mistaken her identity, that she is in fact Lydia, their world comes crashing down. So I think that's going to be super interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. I've never read anything like this, but I love mysteries and thrillers, so yeah, I'm excited for this one. Alright, this next book I am like so intrigued and excited to read because it is definitely unique. It's not anything I've ever heard of before, but this is Savage Girl by Jean Zimmerman, author of The Orphan Master. So the premise of this book, and isn't that cover just like so cool and beautiful? So the premise of this book is about a girl who was raised in the wild, I think by wolves or some wild animal. And it's set in 1875, and there's this group of people who are really wealthy, and they find this girl and decide to like kind of raise her and train them as their own. They consider her like a blank slate, and as she's growing up and they're like kind of training her to be proper and to be a part of this wealthy world, a lot of people turn up dead, guys who are really interested in her. So yeah, that's basically it. I really am excited about this book. I hope it's good. I don't know. It sounds good, but we'll see. Another thriller that I'm just so stoked for. My hair just won't today. It just won't. This is The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. So obviously, if you can tell, this is another thriller book, but the premise of this story is there's a husband who is on a trip for work, and he meets this woman. And he kind of gets interested in her, and he kind of gets drunk and starts talking to her about his life and his life with his wife, and they kind of get chatting, and he's just like, I'm so sick of it. I wish you, like, if something were to happen to her, this is how I would kill her. And then this this stranger woman decides like, oh, hey, I can help you, you know, get rid of your wife. And it kind of just goes from there. So this is another one that I felt like was super unique. I've never heard of. I just feel like I'm ready to read something different. A lot of the books I've been reading, especially a lot of the YA ones, are all so similar. It's just kind of getting repetitive. So I'm really excited for these additions to my book collection. This next book is another historical fiction, and I just thought it was a pretty cover. And I read the back and I thought, hey, this is something I could see myself liking. And it says Kate Moset's Citadel. It's set in France in 1942 during the Nazi regime, and it's about these two girls who are trying to save their homeland. And so it has a lot of war and historical fiction in this, and I'm just really excited. I think this could be a really good book. I hope it is. I don't know, we'll see. All right, and the last two books I picked up were books that I got from Barnes & Noble that my husband allowed me to buy for our anniversary. And the first one is actually a Nerve, and this is by Jean Ryan. Jean Ryan. I had no idea this was a book. I saw the movie and I really thoroughly loved it. And I thought, yeah, now that I know that it's a book, it makes sense because it totally sounds like something I could see myself reading, but I really enjoyed it. I love Emma Roberts, so I hope this is good. We'll see. And then the last book I have here is this beautiful cover edition, this like soft bendy leather from Barnes & Noble, and it's Dracula by Bram Stoker, and it has black pages. How cool is that? I feel like this is definitely something that I want to pick up next month in October because I just love Halloween. It's my favorite month, and I love scary books and horror books and mystery. So I'm really excited about this. I think this type of book from Barnes & Noble, this edition, is my favorite because it has the bendy and softness of a softback, but it's also really beautiful and well made, and it feels like leather. So I think this is a good, because it looks afar, like it looks like it would be hardback from afar, but it's not, so I love it. But those are all the books that I picked up recently. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd really appreciate it. I'll talk to you very, very soon. And of course, thanks for watching.